Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is my channel where I'm covering my debt-free journey and trying to create a budget that will sculpt my life and a life that sculpts my budget. So I've woken up this morning feeling a bit panicky again. So I decided I'll make a video today to focus on my wins. I've had some savings this week, some real bargains, making some progress, learning lots. So I thought, right, I'll focus on that, and that should hopefully blow the anxiety cobwebs away a bit. So yeah, if you want to keep up with my journey, then if you could subscribe, that way you'll be kept in touch with the next few steps, which hopefully are going to be much better news. And yeah, and thank you for all the comments. I've had some really interesting conversations and comments, and you'll see that I've followed a couple of them, and they've paid off. So thanks so much for that. Really appreciate it. So getting on, so starting with, I found some more vouchers. I found £15 is on the Co-op and £2.50 on Tesco. So I'll add those to that pile and stuff them into probably the food envelope for next month. You'll see that I managed to swap out a lot of the cash that was here in coins for notes, and that's with the various bits of shopping that I've done, and went back into my envelopes and stuff. And anyway, so I managed to get rid of some. I've still got £10 worth of 20p coins and my big jar of coppers, but you know, step by step, baby steps, we'll get there. So I told you about the guitar that was up in the loft. The guy that was interested in it is miles away, and he wants to see it before he makes an offer, but he is interested. So then I thought about, really, it's so heavy, I probably need to do it more local. I've thought about eBay. There are one or two on eBay, but again, I would have to courier it or something. So I contacted a local shop, and they've given me a low offer of £275, which, you know, gosh, it's better than nothing, isn't it? But the other guy that was interested told me not to settle for too low a price. He said it's a good guitar and it's worth something. So I would love to have got that sold before the end of this month, because it looks like I'm going to have a shortfall, and it would have been good. But anyway, we've got how many days? We've got 6 days left before the end of the month. Maybe I'll just go and get the cash, and that would be that done. But anyway, we'll see. So that's that. I'm going to list eBay stuff today if it kills me. I know I've been saying it now for a few weeks, but I've got a lot of boxes of stuff. So I'm going to get those onto eBay today. Other things that have happened this week actually was, I've had a light come on the dashboard in the car, and the boiler hasn't been firing up. So that's in the marital home where I am at the moment. We've managed to get the boiler up and running, but it went off again last night. We wouldn't normally have it on at night, but we kept it on because we were worried that if we put it off, it might not come back on again. And yesterday was quite cold with it off. So that's at the back of my mind. And the car, the light didn't come back on again when I next jumped in it. So it says it's a pre-glow thing. So it's not anything serious. It's a yellow light, but it's flashing, so it needs attention. So anyway, we'll sort that out. And so yeah, the good news is I took the suggestion of, I think it was Lisa, I hope I got that right, but to go to a college and look up for hair and beauty. So I've been along this week, and I've had a conditioning treatment and a blow dry, and they did a skin test. So I'm ready to go for half a head of highlights next Monday. So the conditioning treatment and blow dry was free. I mean, how good is that? I gave the girl a £3 tip. Not sure if that's stingy or generous. Let me know what you think. I always feel awkward about tipping. In a restaurant, 10%. And hairdressers, I suppose if it was 10%, when I paid £100, maybe I should have tipped £10. But I can tell you, I certainly did not tip that day. Previously, I've tipped £5 for a young girl that's been doing my hair. And then with the college student, I tipped £3. So we'll see. And I'll probably give £3-4 next week. Or should I give 5? What do you think, guys? Anyway, so that was brilliant. And you know what? They've got a beauty bit. So they do facials, they do Swedish massage for £5. They do all that galvanic stuff for your face. So I'm going to start putting some money aside for that. I think £5 for a beauty treatment. £5 to get your nails done. So that was a fantastic suggestion. Thanks so much. And so yeah, I'll be getting the half head of highlights next week, and that's going to cost approximately £23. And I think I'll have enough in my envelope by then. So yeah, that's great. And so what else happened this week? Oh yeah, someone had suggested, I don't know if that was Lisa again actually, and she suggested the Too Good To Go and another app called Olio, which I didn't look up, but I looked up Too Good To Go. And what I did was I looked at it, and you need to think about where the shops are and what time they're putting their bags together. So round about me, a lot of them, there's an M&S at a petrol station, which I would love to go to, and it's a 9 p.m. pickup. I don't really want to go out at 9 p.m. in the dark. It would be about a 20-30 minute drive. So anyway, I might try it, but at the moment I decided not to go for that one. I thought I'll go for a supermarket that's an earlier finish. And so there's lots of co-ops, and then there was Morrison's, and Morrison's were doing a pickup at 2 p.m. and I thought, yeah, perfect. So yeah, I got on the app and I booked my bag, magic bag they call it. I paid £3.59, went along, and they gave me this massive bag of groceries. I have actually got a photo of the food that I got, so I'll put that in here. Yeah, I've hopefully put the photo in there, and you'll see what I got. And then what I did was I listed all the stuff that I got. Excuse the writing, a bit scribbled. So yeah, blueberries, pineapple, carrots, little gem lettuce, crusty rolls, a Coburg loaf, crumpets, lots of cakes, 6 cakes, which I think I would prefer not to get cakes actually, because I'm supposed to be gluten-free, and I've eaten 3 of them. Herby potatoes, calettes, which I've never heard of before in my life. They're a cross between a sprout and kale. It's like a kale sprout. Actually really nice. And we got 2 loads of chicken. So chicken fillets, I think was 1, and chicken breasts. So I think there's 3 or 4 breasts in that. And then that was kind of, yeah, chopped up chicken pieces, diced chicken. Yeah, diced chicken. So you look at the dates, and the dates are either that day or the next day. And one of the chickens had been the previous day, but it was absolutely fine. And the rule is that they don't give you food that they think is a problem. So if I'd bought that food new, I added up the actual prices. It would have been £22.80 worth of food. And then they all had reduced stickers on. So I added up the reduced prices on the stickers, and that came to £11.58. And then of course I've picked it up and paid £3.59. So you would think, oh great, £22.80 worth of food for £3.59, bargain. But you have to remember, you know, it's on its last day. I mean, things like carrots, I can't be on their last day. 8p I paid for the carrots. Still eating the pineapple, still got the blueberries. What I did with some of it, there was so much, was I put it into the freezer. It just went straight to the freezer. Cakes, half the cakes, some of the bread, the chicken. But yeah, if you add up the reduced prices, yeah, that came to £11.58. And again, paid £3.59 for food that was a little bit out of date or on the date, best before date. So still a bargain. And then I thought, well, really, I need to look at this and think, was it a bargain for me in that would I have bought this stuff? I was grateful to have the pineapple and blueberries. I don't normally buy them. Definitely buy carrots. Not sure I would have bought a little gem lettuce at this point in time. Bread would have bought, not for me, but yeah. And then the crumpets. Cakes, as I said, I have eaten. And I've got two in the freezer, I think. Herby potatoes. I would normally buy normal potatoes. I mean, £1 for a small packet is not really my thing. The Colettes were lovely, and I would have bought broccoli probably for about 50p at Lidl's or Aldi's. The chicken, I could have spent £5 on a chicken ordinarily. I do like to buy free range. I would prefer to buy organic, but definitely can't afford organic chicken at the moment. So, and I do that from an animal welfare point of view. It's probably not very good animal welfare to eat them, but I do prefer to think that they've been treated well while they've been alive and have been free to roam and things like that. So I added up that really, if I'd gone and bought the things that I would have bought at Aldi's, it would have been about £9.29. So, £12.88 and £3 minus the £3.59 that I did pay. So I was getting £9.29 saved off my weekly bill. And I have since gone and done a weekly shop, and it's come in really low because I have all this chicken for the week. I have bread, I have vegetables, I have fruit. Obviously I had to buy a bit more on top. So I thought that was great. And I'm definitely going to do it again. I think once a week to do that. And I'd love to do the Marks and Spencer one. That would be really good. I noticed that one is sold out. It seems to be sold out the night before. So you have the app, you look through, it'll tell you how many bags are left, you press. And then of course you have to make a card payment. So I need to then, yeah. I'm just working out what to do with my card payments and cash payments. And that's because it does get a bit confusing. I've got cash in my envelopes, and there are some things that you do just need to use a card for. I got fuel this week, and that was a card payment. I had an unplanned spend with a broken charger, so that was £15, and that went on the card. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping the receipts. I keep all my receipts anyway, but I'm writing card or cash. The card ones, then I'm bringing those receipts back to here, taking the money out of the appropriate envelope and putting that in my little bank that I'm calling Budget by Numbers, Bank of Mum and Dad or whatever. So that's where that's going to go. And then I suppose if I get up to about £100, I can either go and put that into the bank. Yeah, we'll make a decision about that at some point. So yeah, so I am having to keep my card receipts and cash receipts, doing them separately. Obviously the cash has come out of the envelope before I made the purchase, and then with the card payment it's coming out of the envelope after I've made the purchase. And then I tot it all up. I did that yesterday and I was adrift 15p. Oh, it was 15p missing. And it really did bother me. It just kind of bugged me that it didn't add up. So I took 15p out of here, I think, and used that. So just to get it to add up. You know, you can't fret too much about trying to get it add up to the penny. I know it should, but there's not really enough hours in the day to be chasing 15p. It's probably that I rounded something up or rounded something down. So I think that's probably where that went to. So the other thing about Too Good to Go was I was going to see my son, and I said, oh, I'll get us a breakfast bag. And so he lives close to Hotel du Vin, and I thought, wow, that sounds lovely, Hotel du Vin. Go and get one of their breakfast bags. So that was £4. And I was imagining all sorts of things. I thought I was going to get fruit salad and continental hams and cheeses and maybe a bit of the leftovers from the cooked breakfasts. I thought I might get some orange juice. I might get a coffee to go. Anyway, it turned up and it was lovely going inside. Really, really nice. And she came out with these lovely little boxes. They were lovely, but they were small. They were this big. And yeah, it was like 2 sausages, a mushroom, 2 bits of tomato. I should have taken a photo. That would have been a good idea, but it was kind of warm food and I thought it just needs to be eaten. And then in the other box, so yeah, there was no egg or no drinks. Black pudding. That was it. A portobello mushroom, yeah. And then in the other little box was 3 croissants. And that was £4. Of course, it would cost you more than that. But you know what? I really wasn't impressed. So I wouldn't be doing that again. I thought it was quite a nice idea, and I might try another breakfast bag. You know, for me, to make the trip into Edinburgh, say on a Sunday morning, get something like that from one of the hotels. Have a little picnic in the car or the camper. And anyway, yeah, didn't recommend that one, but the Morrison's one, oh my goodness, that was just brilliant, brilliant. Can't recommend that enough. But it is a lucky bag, you know. And I think if you're a big enough family that whatever they gave you, if they gave you lots of bread or gave you lots of fruit and vegetables, it looked to me like Morrison's were trying to give me, or give the people a good selection: meat, veg, bread, cakes, fruit. So I definitely would do that again. I wouldn't do the Hotel du Vin. And I think if you did that once a week, and if you're a family, whatever they gave you, I'm sure you would use up. I would like less bread, but yeah, if I was in a family, then there's always going to be somebody that will eat the bread. So yeah, so that was that. So that was really good. So I've got my hair done. I've got my appointments. I've got a full freezer and a food cupboard. I found some more vouchers. Got a price for the guitar. I'm going to list eBay stuff this afternoon, I promise. And so I think that was everything for today so far. I've been watching a bit more of Budget Mom. She's releasing a new book called My Money, My Way. And she's done a 6-day budget roundup, how to do it. And you know what? I think her book is $15 or £15. And she gives you lots of free downloads. It pretty much looks like all the planners that you would need to do a budget, do a debt plan. And so I kind of think now, oh, I paid over £23, £24, £25 for the workbook, which will do for the year. But if they're blanks, you only need 1 sheet and you just fill the date in, which is what she's doing with the downloads for her book. So yeah, $15 or £15 and getting the access to the downloads might be a better deal than the work planner. But anyway, she's doing a very quick 6-day lessons, and some of it really struck home for me. She talked about whether things are an income problem or a spending problem, and it made me realize that mine isn't a spending problem. You know, I mean, it's accommodation, utilities, sinking funds for the future, trying to plan ahead. There's nothing really decadent there. You know, I'm allowing myself £10 if I go out for a coffee and cake. The dog. Credit cards, though, you know. And all of this is stuff that needs to be paid for. I have to have some transport, so it needs to be either the camper or the car, and me and my ex will be deciding who will get which, and I may end up with the car because it's in better condition and cheaper to run. I think, yeah, well, we'll see. Obviously, poo pits, the fan and maintenance really are like an emergency fund, and that's £100 a month. So end of March, I'm going to have £300 there. £10 for some extra petrol if I go out for a day. Christmas again, it's got to be paid for at some point, and birthdays. I don't think that's excessive. Now the Feel Fab, I think I've done a wonderful thing there, that I'll be able to get my hair done for about £10 a month. And if I can find another £5, I'm going to be able to get a massage, back massage. I mean, there really isn't anything, you know, internet. I get so much from the internet and using my phone. Yeah, so for me, it's an income problem. It's definitely an income problem. There's not enough coming in. And I'm working on that. I want to get stuff on eBay, try and get some regular income there from selling stuff. The new job, yeah, I knew there was something. New job, I've not had a lot of hours. I think that's going to come in at about £150 for this month. Maybe I'll get more next month. So that is a problem, hence maybe the need to get the guitar sold this week. So yeah, and she was really good about that. And what I thought was really good was she talked about, and I think like I said earlier, your budget reflects your life, and your life reflects your budget. And I think I have held resentment towards my budget. I feel like it's something telling me what I can and can't do. Whereas I get to tell it what I can and can't do. I get to tell it that I can go for a massage for £5. I can go on a day out with the dog. I can go out for a coffee. And I get all this comfort. I get all this comfort from planning for my electricity and my gas and maintenance. So I did watch somebody else with a debt confession, and it kind of hit home that they have a life that it's not their life. It's a very comfortable life, and they have all the gadgets and all the conveniences, but it's not actually their life. Not if they've paid for it with £30,000 worth of debt. And I don't mean to judge, because obviously I'm in the same situation. But that's it. It's not your life if you're owing this amount of money on credit cards. It's a life that belongs to the credit card company. You know, if you've got some expensive gadgets, you will own them eventually, and you may have the ownership of them at the moment, but really, you know, you're buying them with all that stress. You know, there's all that stress having to go into the payments of a gadget that's sitting in your house. And, you know, these people, they own your gadgets until you've paid for them, and you'll pay for them twice over, 3 times over by the time you've paid the interest. And it really isn't right to say, but this is my life and this is what I'm used to. And I think that's one of the things I've done, is that I was really good with money. I've been saving since I was a child. I've always paid cash. I think I have made some good decisions and good investments. And I became comfortable. So I became comfortable, and I stopped looking at where my money was going. I stopped. I just paid for whatever needed to be paid for over the month. And then, you know, I've decided to try and start some businesses for that. I only needed a little bit of income. I only needed £400 or £500 extra. And by chasing these business ideas, I haven't ended up with that income yet. Hopefully I can try again. But the income has come from here. I've bought it off these guys. I've bought that time off these guys. And now I'm paying it back with the next 7 years. So, hope that's not too You know, but it's like, you've got to face up to some truths, haven't you? You've got to face up to some truths, and you've got to stop lying to yourself. And I've been lying to myself. I've been lying and saying, I deserve a certain level of lifestyle, and I've worked for it and I've earned it. But there's been a bit of a glitch with income, and I've carried on living the life of somebody who had regular income and could afford all these things. But that's not me now. The me now needs to be living off about £800 a month, and I can do that because you can see it's not a spending problem on a month-to-month basis. It's an income problem. So, yeah. Anyway, getting there, slowly but surely. Gosh, I hope I haven't gone on a bit too much there. So yeah, I think my next video I'll maybe focus on the eBay stuff. Hopefully if I can get some sales in, sell the guitar, get my hair done, my highlights for £23. And oh, and I've got the 140 to stuff. So there's about 140 here. 140 was here. 155, £157.50. So I'm going to have to stuff those, and I don't know, where do you think I should stuff it? I'm thinking of scattering it around here somewhere and scattering it around here. I think I need to add an envelope here called clothes. I need to put some money aside for clothes. I think that's something that I've missed out. So I can start that for March. So yeah, what should I do with my £140? Or do you think I should be pushing it in over here? Maybe I should. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. That would be really helpful. Okay, so I'll leave you on that, and hopefully get back soon with an eBay report. So thanks very much for watching. If you liked the content today, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and let me know what you think. That would be great. Okay guys, thanks very much. Speak to you again soon. Bye.